Good morning, everyone.
Very intensive work has been done this week. The Secretary's personal commitment to these negotiations are very important, but also our negotiating teams, both of the EU side and Mexican side, have done fantastic work this week. We have made a lot of progress. We are very close to a deal, but we are not really there yet. It's in sight. But we do need some additional work beginning of next year. We want, of course, to have a deal that is the right deal and not any deal. So I've always said, and I know that this is shared by our Mexican partners, that it has to be a deal where quality comes before speed. We need to have a deal that can deliver, of course, for our companies, for our economies, but also for our citizens. This is very much about economic benefits, opening for each other's companies further, but it's also a way to tie our citizens closer together and to confirm our shared values that are reflected in these agreements. Values that EU and Mexico share on sustainable development, labor and environmental rules, human rights, and our common objective on climate change. We will also, for the first time in this chapter, in this trade agreement, have a chapter on how to tackle corruption in public and private sectors, and this is also important for trade, of course. EU's trade policy is very much about building bridges, not walls, and in this work Mexico is a close friend and ally and a long-standing trading partner. So we will continue our work in the coming weeks towards a final agreement.
Basically, there are very few issues that are pending, and we have given instructions to our teams to really fully concentrate on them on the following days. And the idea is that Cecilia and I will have different occasions early in the year to see each other and to make sure that our instructions have been followed closely. I will share with you that basically this week, this couple of weeks, our teams have made great efforts and had put us in a perspective where we are very close, very near to reach our objectives. And obviously, as everybody can compare, the agreement that we had been regulating our trade for the last 16, almost 17 years, require a lot of revamping and improvement and modernization. And with the work is already done, and the new charters and the new areas and issues that now are covered and included, show us that modernization is a strategy that we have to follow often in order to make our agreements part of the changes that the 21st century is bringing to our economies. Well, let me tell you that the energy charter is not one of the remaining big issues here, because the Mexican reform is very clear, and what we did is basically translated the new realities of opening the Mexican market with all the congressional elements that are behind our new energy law.
Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day. This brings our press point to an end.
Merry Christmas to all of you.
Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas. And